You know we are. We are back for another Wednesday of the weekly Ezekiel Kizali. I have no idea what these Z's have to do with anything. Here's the deal. Let me explain to you what's going on because nobody else is going to tell you this. Here's the deal. At least two of us in this room are under the weather tonight, but we're going to play this thing off like we're not, okay? I just figured that we would let you know.
My head is pounding.
Yeah, we got headache girl over here. We got whole body guy over here. And, of course, Adrian must be eating healthier than all of us. And
he's like a vegan or something.
A track star or something.
He definitely a track star.
Wait, huh?
Spinach only diet.
You said, what is it?
Spinach only.
Spinach only.
Spinach only.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm joking.
Spinach only. You know what it is. Well, okay. I'm cool if that's what it is. Once again, you're sitting with your boy Griffy Griff. You're hanging out with the beautiful Miss Wendy Wynn. Tell them what they watching. Wynn.
What up, y'all? Y'all watching the weekly call.
You know it. Come on, y'all. Adrian was just over there dancing. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody do the Running Man in a long time.
The new and the old version. I'll bring you back later.
Ooh, you brought back you do the new and the old version of the Running Man?
At the same time.
Oh, come on, baby. That's unbelievable, bro. That's unbelievable, man. So, guys, check it out real quick, man. Hey, here's the deal. Let's talk a little bit about old Kobe, right? Yeah, because I think, we did that one episode for Kobe, which is the saddest episode I think we've ever done.
That got pretty deep.
That was pretty deep. So, real quick, guys, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi were laid to rest on Friday in a private funeral in Los Angeles. On Monday, wife Vanessa Bryant posted this on Instagram. She said, "My brain refuses to accept that both Kobe and Gigi are gone. I am trying to process Kobe being gone, but my body refuses to accept my Gigi will never come back home to me. It just feels wrong." That's what she said. Ooh, man, just totally.
It does. It absolutely feels wrong. I 100% agree.
Unbelievable. And now the opening, the open to the public memorial services will be held on February 24th at the Staples Center. Still hard to believe. And guys, our prayers go out to Vanessa and their family.
Our deepest condolences.
Yeah. So, guys, well, since we're sort of on the Kobe Bryant talk, because we want to move along from that, because we just definitely don't want to relive that last that last episode. But let's talk a little bit about our girl, Gayle King. All right, can we talk a little bit about Gayle King?
Gayle.
Can we talk about Gayle? Because Gayle has been in the news lately.
I think it's a must.
I think it's a must too.
Yeah, I don't think we can bypass old Gayle.
Well, check this out. If you've been hiding under a rock and you haven't heard this story, you're in the right place because the weekly call is going to catch you right on up on it. Check this out. Snoop Dogg has insisted he's a non-violent person. That's what the man said. I'm just saying what the man said. He
was full of emotion at the time.
He was full of emotion, and you know what, Snoop? Okay. I still love you, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Keep crip walking, baby. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying.
I think everybody was appalled. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I was appalled.
Yeah, but I question though if some people just took that interview wrong, because most people jump to that conclusion based on what they saw. Well, let me finish it up. He says he's a nonviolent person after delivering a scathing attack on broadcaster Gayle King. That's her behind us. If you don't know her, you might have caught her with the R. Kelly interview back, about a couple months back. Yeah. Which I thought she did great at. We talked about that.
She bring them hot stories.
She does bring them. She does. We love Gayle, right? Okay, following an interview in which she conducted with the late Kobe Bryant's friend Lisa Leslie. Now, while the segment was part of a wider interview, network CBC, CBS uploaded the specific clip online, which was met which was met in a negative way by fans who attacked Gayle for raising the issue of sexual assault charges brought against Bryant so soon after the former Los Angeles Laker had passed. Okay. At the time, rapper Snoop also hit out over the controversial moment, calling the interviewer a funky dog-haired beard and warning her, respect the family and back off before we come get you. Here's the clip. Check it out, guys. Hey, by the way, if you got kids watching right now, it might be the time to cover their ears. Check it out, y'all.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that shit. I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog-head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Wow, Snoop, check it out real quick. But here's who had something to say about that. Susan Rice, right behind me, former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, who also served as national security advisor under the former President Barack Obama, was anything but diplomatic, okay, when it came time to defend CBS This Morning co-anchor Gayle King from attacks and threats. She took to Twitter Friday night after rapper Snoop Dogg slammed King. Boom! That was sort of a slam. He slammed King for asking questions about rape allegations against the late NBA star Kobe Bryant. In response, Rice tweeted, "This is a despicable. Gayle King is one of the most principled, fair, and thorough journalists alive. Snoop, back the fuck off." Now this is, she told her to back the fuck off. Okay, and then said, "Wait a minute, check this out.
Everybody
because I got to read this. No, I got to read this. Because you know this, but I had to read this. Read this part because this is her quote, right? Back the fuck off. You come for Gayle King, you come against an army.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
You will lose, and it won't be pretty."
Wow.
That's what she said.
She had Gayle back.
Yeah, that's called.
Front.
You talk about having your
Those
back.
are fighting words.
I mean, it's fighting words.
I mean,
check it out.
War words.
Well, it was crazy.
Words.
But check this out. Snoop shortly after responded to Susan's tweet with this short video clip. Check it out, guys.
Tops, hold up though, this big Snoop Dogg. Here's a message for the people that need to know. I'm a nonviolent person. When I said what I said, I spoke for the people who felt like Gayle was very disrespectful towards Kobe Bryant and his family. Now with that being said, what I look like wants some harm to come to a 70-year-old woman. I was raised way better than that. I didn't want no harm to come to her and didn't threaten her. All I did was said, check it out. You out of pocket for what you doing and we watching you. Have a little bit more respect for Vanessa, her babies, and Kobe Bryant's legacy. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to do what I got to keep doing. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We're very nonviolent. We just want to say that first and foremost. We speak from the heart. Some of you who have no heart don't understand that. But anyway, carry on and enjoy your day.
All right, so, I'll tell you what. There were a lot of people that felt that apology was not so much of a sincere apology. I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, he did his best under the circumstances.
I mean, well,
he did what he had to do, right?
It is what it is.
I mean, the army was coming after him.
Pharaoh's army. I'll tell you this, guys. Listen, shortly after, Bill Cosby thanked Snoop Dogg. Now, I'm just going to read that again because that's not something we hear a whole lot of. Shortly after Bill Cosby thanked Snoop Dogg for commending Oprah and Gayle King on his behalf. He also encouraged Snoop not to be silenced regarding his views on important topics such as the Gayle King interview with Lisa Leslie. Check it out, guys. Cosby tweeted, "When they brought me to my gated community and placed me inside of my penthouse," that's what he calls it. Now, I'm wondering if he is in the penthouse.
Maybe.
Martha Stewart was in the penthouse.
Well, no, they wasn't liking Bill.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in his penthouse, which is really like a bunk bed above another dude, they didn't win, nor did they silence me. It's so sad and disappointing that successful black women are being used to tarnish the image and legacy of successful black men, even in death. Now check it out. He also said, are these people that in need of fame, ratings, and money? On behalf of myself, Camille, and my family, thank you, and thank you. My heartfelt prayers are with Kobe and his family, as well as with Michael Jackson and his family. May their legacies live on forever. So,
how was he able to tweet that?
well, I mean, it's Bill Cosby. I mean,
man.
you know.
Man, they
They
be
get little
getting
nice
the
little
phones and stuff
privileges,
in there.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Wait, no, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to get over to you. Because you got a little question?
well, a thought.
Okay.
So I know I've noticed, and that's just through looking at history and then observing now, and not every black woman, but it's very prevalent that black women are used to destroy black men, and I see it. And I think it started back in the 70s when they brought, government assistance to women. But you can't get this assistant with this brother here. He got to go.
Yeah.
That was strategic to to break up the families and get the men out of the house. So that rabbit hole goes real deep.
Yeah, sure. You don't see too many positive things about black men.
Nah, unfortunately you don't. But
in the movies, the roles they play and
Now they got Will Smith, Mike Lowry. That was a good.
Okay, yeah. Wait a minute, Mike Lowry. They
went there.
Well, they did say that Mike in Bad Boys 4 was finally gonna tone it down. So he's gonna be.
So it's gonna be a 4.
They're already working on it. It's gonna be a 4 like crazy.
I
knew it. It gotta be.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
It's gonna be a 4.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a part 4.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was a great. Speaking of that,
let's rip the wall back again. Let's rip it back. Because right now we gotta talk a little bit about J-Lo. But what about J-Lo? I mean, last time we heard from J-Lo, it was Super Bowl. But that's what we're here to talk about. Hold on, because a lot of you may not know this. Right now, there is a man, and he's from Ohio. There's a man, Ohio man, wants to sue the NFL. Not for $867. Not for $867,000. Not for $867 million. Not for $860 billion. But for $860 trillion over the Super Bowl halftime show. Check this out. Local minister and former football coach Dave Dunnemeyer late last week called for legal action against the Super Bowl halftime show for forcing soft pornography on children.
Get out of here.
I can't make this up. I mean, it's right here. It's right here.
He watched daytime TV.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Right. While Dunnemeyer admitted he didn't watch the halftime show. He admitted he didn't watch it.
Oh, he didn't
he didn't watch it, okay? He admitted he didn't watch the halftime show live during Monday's game. But Coach Dave's video segment, listen to this. He said people ought to sue over the show, that show that featured musical artists Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. Now, here's the reason why we've only got the picture of J-Lo back there and not necessarily Shakira, because that was all he mentioned of Shakira, right? His problem was with J-Lo. Right?
What he got?
His problems with J-Lo because it was we're talking about a pole dance.
She had the pole.
Which was
now the pole.
well, it was homage.
Went hard.
Well, it was homage to the movie because I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't watch the Hustlers movie until I saw the halftime show. It's like, okay, I gotta tune in.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I'm a huge fan of it. So I'm just saying. But once again, now here's my thing. I don't know if I necessarily agree with Dave, but everybody has their own opinion. Definitely don't agree with an 867 trillion lawsuit. But Dave, let me say this to you, bro. If you can get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dave probably won't see it.
Okay, all right. Wait a minute. Listen what Dave said. I quote, they got crotch shots flying everywhere at the Super Bowl, and they don't have any warnings, he said.
Crazy.
Okay? Listen to this. In his brief video, he called the halftime show the Super Bowl porn show.
Oh, my God.
Okay? and commented several times that Lopez is 50 years old. Almost as if you should know better. Hey, listen, I know y'all might be thinking I'm making this stuff up, but I can't. Here he is himself telling you about it.
Hey, good afternoon there, folks. Been driving down the road and just pulled over the side of the road here. Just felt a real urgency to make this video. Before you overreact or just just have your mindset, just give me a chance to be able to finish here, all right? I've been pondering all day the debauchery of last night's Super Bowl halftime. Which, by the way, I didn't even have it come into my house. I turned it off just because of past Super Bowls. Knew what it was going to be like and didn't want to let that spirit come into my house. But I viewed some stuff today. I saw some, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw parts of it today. I saw some visuals from it. I saw a lot of crotch shots. Dare I say that? Crotch shots from last night's Super Bowl. I'm serious as a judge here. I think I'm looking for a lawyer out there, or somebody who would join me in a class action lawsuit against Pepsi, the NFL, my local cable company. I don't know who all we would sue, but sue as many people as we want to for pandering pornography. Maybe that's not the right charge. I'm not a lawyer. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor. What we saw yesterday was a strip club performance at halftime of the Super Bowl. And you would say, well, Coach, you can turn it off. You don't have to watch it. Well, that's true, I could. But unfortunately, that was streaming into the homes of people before they had any idea. There was no warning. There was no caution under the age of 18 or caution under the age of 13. We're watching a football game. People turn in to watch a football game, and the next thing you know, what do you have in front of you? You've got debauchery. Folks, are we going to protect our children or not? Say, well, again, Coach, what's free speech? It's free speech, and you don't have to watch the football game. You're missing the point. I was watching the football game. I tuned in to watch the football game. I didn't tune in to see J-Lo's crotch. I didn't tune in to see her scratching, whatever she was doing down there. I didn't. Is there something out there contributing to the delinquency of a minor? I'm looking for a lawyer. Anybody know one out there, have them contact me. Class action lawsuit. NFL, Pepsi, local cable companies, and I'm sure we can dig up a few more. We're going to continue to get this kind of stuff. What happened to, why not at halftime, the Ohio State Marching Band? What happened to that? Why not some great high school band to come and perform? Why did they give us crotches and pole dancing piped into our living room? For those under the age of 13. Will you join with me? Will you help me find a lawyer? Class action lawsuit. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor. I'm serious as a judge. God bless you.
Get the ball back.
Oh, he been serious business.
J-Lo.
J-Lo agree,
But you know what? I didn't hear him necessarily say we're going to sue J-Lo.
He did not.
He never said anything about J-Lo.
No, he going for the big boys.
Going for the big boys. You know, here, Dave, I want to say this to you real quick, Dave, and then I don't know if Wendy. Dave, listen, man, more power to you, bro. We would love to have you on the show. Though I don't necessarily share your same views regarding the halftime show, I still respect yours, and it'd be great to have you on the show and just talk about that a little bit more, dude. Because here, the one thing that we do have in common is that I have been a minister of music in my church for 15 years, and so I get, I don't know if it, debauchery, I'm not quite sure if, to me, if that describes what happened. I just saw a performance, but at the same time, Dave, we'd love to have you on the show, bro. We're not judging anybody here.
I agree, you know, with Dave as far as I do feel like we live in a hypersexual society, but at the same time, I think that it's our job as parents, as leaders in the community, whatever role you play. I think it's our job to protect our own children. Yeah. And if you're not comfortable with your child watching a halftime show, I think it's your job to turn that off at that time or make that child go in the other room.
Absolutely.
I don't think that they can be accountable for a parent's job.
That's the way I feel.
I do understand his concern.
Yeah.
Sincerely. I really do understand the concern.
And I want to say too,
daytime TV is pretty scary to me.
Some of you guys are probably thinking, well, wait a minute, the coach, he coached football. But let me explain to you. Duttermeyer is also the leader of Past the Salt Ministries. In 2016, he led a protest at Target and Health over the company's bathroom policy. So Dave is kind of known to get out here and really be an activist about stuff. Dave says, and I quote, "You go on a porn website, you're not looking for 50-year-old women," he said. I'm not sure about that, Dave. I think I disagree. There are quite a few people that are looking for exactly. Some of them are looking for that granny porn, baby. I mean, now, Dave, when you talk to me, I agree, okay? But I don't agree that everybody's not looking for granny porn, okay? And I don't know. A lot of those older 50-year-old women on porn sites don't look like J-Lo. Okay, so that's just where I feel. He says you're looking for a 24-year-old woman. That's what he said. Now, R. Kelly might beg to disagree. All right, listen.
Exactly.
To R. Kelly, 24 is too old. Come on, Kels. No disrespect, bro. We want you on the show too, Kels. You're not looking at J-Lo at 50. That's what he said. I tend to disagree with that.
Looking pretty daggone good.
If J-Lo was on a porn site at 60, I believe people would tune in. Here's the thing. Duttermeyer's rant was picked up by New York Daily News, which noted Duttermeyer said the show put him in danger of hellfire. So Dave, listen, bro, we would love to have you on the show. If you want to come out, man, I feel you. I feel your pain. May not agree with you 100%, but bro, we would love to have you. Let's rip the wall back. Wendy, talk to him a little bit right now about Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, so if you guys have been living under a rock, you may not know that recently on social media there was a video posted of Megan Thee Stallion and G-Eazy, and they were getting just a little bit freaky.
So she said G-Eazy said. G-Eazy, what was that?
G-Eazy got in where he fit in.
I know he did.
Okay.
G-Eazy ain't been tripping. G-Eazy ain't been tripping. He ain't been playing with her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, once this video was out, of course, everybody was like, are they sleeping together? Are they in a relationship? What's up with them? What's his name? G-Eazy? Yeah. He has a girlfriend, apparently. So everybody like, what's up with all this little kissy-kissy? So let me just... Okay, this happened last Saturday. Maxim Big Game Experience Bash. So, yeah, of course, they were kissing. This went viral. People are speculating. So to kill the rumors, Megan finally tweeted that she decided to kill the rumors by tweeting saying, "No Limit artist 30 didn't actually..." Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. That she and the No Limit artist didn't actually sleep together.
Oh, okay.
So it did not happen, people. Okay. So also G-Eazy, he had to get his little response in too.
What did he say?
He says, LOL, all right now, y'all got y'all jokes out. She tweeted, but I am not effing. Oh no, I actually switched them around. This was Megan Thee Stallion. She said, but I am not effing G-Eazy. So she just let him know real quick.
Yeah,
it ain't go down like that.
Yeah,
so
it's cool. I mean,
but
if you were, it's cool with us. We'd love to have you at. We'd love to have G-Eazy and Megan on the show to talk about it. You know,
she said, who gonna handle me? I don't know if G-Eazy can handle all that.
Well, let me tell you something. G-Eazy said, with me and make some money. That's what the man said.
All right, and then also...
me and get some money. That's what he said.
When asked by a fan why he kissed her so much, that he sucked the makeup off her right cheek, she sarcastically...
The man sucked it off.
Yeah, sucked it off.
Okay.
She sarcastically replied that he must like Fenty, a reference to Megan wearing Rihanna's beauty line. Like that.
And we plugging Rihanna for a second right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Fenty Beauty.
Riri, all day.
Riri. $80 million Riri did with Fenty Beauty in her first month. 80 million.
Really?
80 million.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. So I love Fenty Beauty too, and apparently
NFL,
quite a few people do.
Lawsuit for him.
She
can pay the NFL lawsuit.
I guess she can. Let's rip the wall back and talk a little tiny bit about our man. So we gonna talk about. Look at Wynn.
Y'all know I love me some Nipsey Hussle.
Go ahead. Let's talk about him then.
Didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. Let's talk about old Nipsey.
So Nipsey recently, his biography is picked up. Well, let me just read this word for word. The marathon will continue. Yes. So the marathon will continue on streaming and in the hands of Oscar-nominated director Ava DuVernay. Okay, DuVernay, she was the director in When They See Us. If you guys are not aware of that, that was a great documentary. Also, the 13th documentary. So she's already done some great films. I'm so excited that she picked up Nipsey's documentary. So I'm just excited about that. Had to go ahead and shout out my boy Nipsey.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, super cool, man.
Yeah.
Super cool. Nipsey was, it was so funny because I didn't listen to a lot of Nipsey's music, but I always thought he was like insanely like a talented dude.
Yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of his music either, but just learning about his story after he passed was just powerful.
You know, one little problem that I think I have, and I see a lot of it in our community, is that we don't give enough praise to people while they're alive. Once they die, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this guy was just this great guy and he did so much. But you know, where's the press? And here's what's funny, because you know, in our community, we love to talk about, well, where were you when Nipsey was doing all this stuff? When Nipsey was gang banging and in jail, here was the press. But here's what we don't do. As a community ourselves, we have platforms like we have here. Yeah. Why don't we shout out Nipsey on our own platforms? Why are we waiting on Channel 12 News and Channel 9 News and Fox to show up? Let's shout him out on our platform, but we don't do that, it seems, until people die. And I just think it's just a daggone shame. I didn't know how. I really didn't know how important he was to the community out there. Until after his death, it was once again a very tragic situation.
Yeah. He was a great dude, man.
Real cool dude. Really I want to rip the wall back one more time. Not the ball, but the wall. Here it comes. Let's do it. It's got to come back right now on my girl, your girl, the nickiest of all of the Menages. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Adrian.
Yes, sir.
Of all the Menages, I'll leave it alone. Go ahead, talk to him. Talk to him.
So, also, if you guys have been living under a rock, apparently these guys have not.
No, we came out our rock a long time ago.
Maybe they got a little spirits on it.
Yeah, we carry our rock. Yeah.
So, so the story is... Nicki Minaj, Meek Mill have been going back and forth on Twitter. This situation just escalated. It went bonkers. It started with Meek Mill liking a picture of Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth. Apparently, they took a picture together, and somebody cropped him out of the picture and put him on a mannequin within the store they were standing behind. So Meek Mill,
It's like, what grade are we in?
they talk about how he dresses. They say he doesn't have any personality. They just kind of dog this dude.
Okay.
So anyway, this is what happened. Meek Mill liked the picture.
Like the picture.
So of course Nicki Minaj went off.
She did.
Okay, and this started like a whole. Oh my gosh, this just started a fire.
Well, let's pull up the tweet wall, shall we? Bam,
Yes.
there it is. That's just a few.
Yes,
That's just
this
a few.
is just a few.
Yeah.
And these are not in order, but
Right.
forget all that. We
Right.
just want y'all to know that these tweets went crazy. Y'all can check this story out yourself, but I'm going to read a few of the tweets that went out. So Nicki Minaj started, after he liked the picture, she wrote, "Nigga been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My nigga, move on. I know you be embarrassed. Shitted yourself in that store when you got pressed though, clown." So started with that, okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this got kind of heavy. This got kind of heavy.
Couple more tweets.
Yeah, so Meek Mill, apparently after that, she talked about him possibly beating her.
Ooh.
Beating on her, beating her sister, or beating his sister. So Meek Mill tweeted, "The only way you can try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Talk about your brother convicted of rape, and you been new and paid his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too. You know I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend, but I won't. You said you willing to crash your man because you losing now and everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you."
Now this is the brother up here, right? Is that him right
Yep,
up over
that's
your
the
shoulder
brother.
there in the blue?
Yep.
Okay.
And he was actually convicted. They said the semen matched the semen that was found in her panties.
So he is he
He's
incarcerated now?
He's incarcerated right now. I believe he got like 20 some years.
Wow.
So it got.
It got pretty deep.
Yeah. It got
And if I can
nasty.
remember, it was like, because we were looking through some stuff yesterday, you and I, right? And she was even talking about his outfits.
Oh my God.
No, because no, come here, Adrian. I need you to come over here for a minute. Now, come over here. Just walk over here for a minute. We got to bring AD over here to the picture for a minute. Because, hold on, that's right there so you can see this, right? Okay, so we're going to shift because this is what, no. This is what.
Can't handle that.
This is what Nikki was talking about. Did we got the tweet?
Yeah.
Did we have the tweet somewhere where she was talking about what he was wearing?
Yes.
We got to pull that tweet up. We got it right here. We got it on the computer. Oh, is this it? Okay.
I think this is where she said.
Okay.
She said trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. Bad built face ass obsessed with the queen.
That was over top of this picture right here. Now, the look on Adrian's face. So now my thing is this, and here's the thing. I never known Meek to dress like this. Okay.
Is this what money do to you?
Well, I think this, and this is what I think has happened.
Is this money?
No, here's what I think's happened.
I mean, that's like my 12-year-old outfit. My knickers.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
My knicker outfit.
I wouldn't
when
do
I was
it.
like 12.
I wouldn't do it. But here's my thing.
Hey, I mean, I ain't trying to hate on Meek, but man.
No.
I mean, I'm
Do y'all
cool with
know
Meek,
how
but
insanely cold-blooded
this
Meek
is-
Mills is? But this ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, I mean-
Here's what I'm saying to you. Here's what I'm saying.
I'm so disappointed.
This is what I'm saying. Meek is now a part of that whole entire movement with Puffy and Jay-Z, the whole entrepreneurial movement. And I'm wondering if that's now like, but I'll be honest with you. Here's the deal. Pharrell Williams could pull that off. Okay? Pharrell could pull that off with no problem. He'll throw the big old hat on with it.
No man
Meek
mind.
Mills.
No man of mine, period.
And guys, if you see us pointing back there, it's because we can view it on the screen back behind the camera.
And they went off on him.
But this right here, to me, is unacceptable.
I mean,
okay, but
they talked about that man so bad.
Yeah.
And they showed all these other pictures of like really, really unflattering outfits that he was wearing. We don't even have pictures.
well,
Oh my
Adrian,
God.
I mean, hey, go ahead. We'll come back there. I just want Adrian to see that. Let's go back up to the wall. Read a couple more of those. Hey, Meek, what did 6-0 Breezo say?
Okay, 6-0 Breeze. I said, "Hey Meek, for a small fee, I know some niggas that that'll make her a widow. I'm just the messenger.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
It got deep. It got deep. Wait a minute. Oh man, I wish we could show. Can we show this picture?
Well, I don't think we ever pulled it up, but it's a picture of Drake, and he's like that. And what does it say? What does it say? He's looking like this.
Drake, when Nicki tells him Meek hit her, he's like,
all right. Yeah.
So Meek Mill said, for clarification, I don't hit women, and I won't let my interviews be filled with questions about her or any situation to do with her when I come out to do press for my new album. No devil's tricks. Yeah.
We got a ton of tweets. We could be here all night reading these tweets. If you guys want to find those tweets, that just go just check it out anywhere online. You can check it out. If you want to zoom in on this stuff, you can. We're blocking some of it. Or maybe I'll post a link to some of the tweets and we'll put them on the website so you guys can go and read the tweets. It just went back and forth, and it was like,
it was nasty.
It got really, and here was my thing. Remember I was like, I wonder if this is just publicity.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought, of course. Yeah. But how personal this was.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that it was for publicity because they both have albums coming out.
Yeah, right.
And this kind of similar situation happened with Nicki at one time with Safari.
Yeah, right.
They had a whole, Twitter war right before
and it was good press for the album.
Exactly. Everybody want to be trending, so.
Apparently what had happened too, what really kickstarted all of this was a diss record that Meek had done about Nicki and her fiance, and I wanted to have I wanted to have that on standby tonight to play, but I was running short on time. But James Harden, the NBA player, was actually laying in bed tweeting himself listening to it, and it was, the bars are crazy because Meek got bars. His bars are crazy, and it was so slick. It was like, you were supposed to be my Beyonce, now you this nigga's fiance. It was like, and you say y'all got a connection because he listens to you, but he don't put it down in the bed like me. It was deep.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was real deep.
Is Meek still in his feelings?
Oh, Meek is in his feelings for sure. I mean, you think we'd be doing all this tweet? I think there's a little bit of both of them somewhat in their feelings. I mean, because this is not selling records. This is personal stuff. So
yes, very personal.
Well, look, y'all, when we come back from these commercial barazakis, we're going to be in the building with Adriano Ezekiel Zano, okay? We got to be here with him.
You gonna get my government name like that, man.
All these Z's, low key, I think he want to be getting some Z's.
He got to get some Z's. But look here, we're going to come back, and Adrian is going to talk to us about something that I don't know a whole lot about, but I was definitely nervous the other day when I woke up and felt like I couldn't breathe. First thing came to mind was the old coronavirus. Yeah. God, pray that none of us ever have it. And God, pray for anybody all across the world. I want to say world here because this is just not a national thing. It's international. Yeah. That we can all kind of stay away from. So when we come back from break, Adrian is going to hook us up with the myths of the coronavirus, some of the truths of the coronavirus. And I am very excited to hear about this because I don't know much about it. So we'll be right back after the commercials, guys.
See ya.
I used to come here with my dad to buy the latest pieces of clothing. I fell in love with a few shops that really helped my passion for clothing. It's funny, I didn't plan to be an Adidas collector. The first pair I ever bought was a pair of LA trainers. That was the start of the collection. I have about 6 pairs of handbags. I totally love them. I love the shape, the style of the shoe and the range of colours they come in. I love the fact there's so much variety within them, from the colour of the sole to the material. The style of my collection is a pair I bought my dad before he passed away. I planned the whole day together. I took him to Adidas on Oxford Street in London and reserved him a pair of Adidas Torrens for his 60th birthday. He was so surprised. Dad never did the whole trainer thing. He was from a different era. He loved them. I think he was chuffed that I had chosen them for him. For me, Scott's have been a great way to enhance my collection. Their customer service is excellent. They bring out the latest pair and delivery is quick.
I I got into music from YouTube tutorials. I didn't think that was a job, it was just something I enjoyed. I realised that the process takes time to become me and translate my personality into my music. Being there to facilitate some of these musicians recrafting their sound is really, really important to me.
When I got here, the vibe was so nice. There's so much more to the inner workings of music.
There aren't that many female producers right now in the industry. Getting access to a studio is difficult, so I hope that the workshop guests stimulate their interest.
When I'm working with the people we worked with today, it teaches me how to recraft some of my sound and my process.
My outlook has changed so much. It was opening my eyes in such a positive way. It's important to keep on working on your craft.
I hope that they've gained like a sense of independence. Like carving out your sound is really important, and knowing who you are. You've got your own voice. I hope they leave thinking that.
Take it to another level. Y'all nigga trendsetters. Boss man, I developed. Big house with a safe in it. Had to put away the cheddar. Probably couldn't go to Yale, but a young nigga still real clever. Forever, yeah. I'm not afraid to fail. Maybe I'm scared to fly. Funny, I feel heights to push you to getting high. Money can buy your love, but it can get you by until they say goodbye. Yeah. I'm so used to waking up to someone new. I'm so used to breaking up.
Oh, well, the devil makes us sin, but we like it when we're spinning.
All right, y'all. So we are back in the building, and man, if you didn't love that last commercial, I did. I'll tell you that. One of my favorite commercials. I don't know.
Sweating over
I remember Amber asked me. She said, "What are they selling? Are they selling the pillows? Maybe not. If they're tearing them up. Are they selling sex? What are they selling? Whatever they selling, me and Adrian are buying it. All right. So here, let's shoot off over to Adrian. Let's talk a little bit about this thing, Adrian. Talk to us, baby.
All right. Don't let dude from Ohio see that. We're going to get sued.
Oh, well, you got a good point, Adrian. Hey, Dave, X that part of it out. We're going to edit that out for Dave's purpose.
Good point.
That's right. Go ahead.
Good point, Adrian.
Go ahead and talk to him, Adrian.
So, the coronavirus.
Yes, sir.
Man, this thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's already in 28 different countries. Just like that.
Ooh, Lord.
Ain't that's amazing how things can spread like that.
Jesus Christ.
So, just the update in the United States, I haven't seen any or heard any deaths, but it's been 420 people that's been investigated of having the coronavirus.
Jesus.
But out of that, only 13 people have been tested positive.
Okay.
Or that came out positive.
Okay.
So it's definitely a scare and something to be concerned about. And just to tell you, the states that have had cases has been Arizona, California, Illinois, which is not too far from here.
Sure.
And you know how many people go back and forth to Illinois from here, business or whatever.
4 or 5 hours up the road, man.
Right.
Yep.
So it's real close. Massachusetts and Washington and Wisconsin. So it's some things that you can do to help reduce you getting it. But first, I want to tell you about the things to look out for. If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, that's an alert. But yeah, remember we was talking yesterday, and you was like, man, I was thinking like, oh man, I don't want to put this in his head. I ain't even say nothing to you. I was like,
see, I always thought if you drink Corona beer,
so
that possibly that had played a contributing factor. That's not it.
Nope.
So this
what a myth.
Do we have? Well, that's my myth. I came up with that.
So you know, they had and somebody at work brought this to me. They said, look, they knew about the coronavirus a long time ago because it was on the Lysol bottle.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's been different strands of the coronavirus. Right. Like SARS, I think that's one of the strands. MERS.
Right.
So,
MERS and SARS.
So this particular strand is new.
Okay.
So you can't drink a bottle of bleach and get cured from the coronavirus. You really can't. There's no vaccines to prevent it.
That anyway.
It's nothing you really can do. What'd you say?
Just don't do that anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah,
listen, man, they do some crazy stuff out here, man. You be like, really? Why you do that?
Yeah.
Maybe they think they can dilute it. Half water, half bleach.
Yeah.
So for people like me, and I'm throwing myself under the bus, you have to wash your hands for more than 20 seconds. I'm sorry, I normally don't do 20 seconds, but now I do. Because I'd rather do that than catch the coronavirus. Of
course you would. Of course you would.
And we're going to talk about a couple of myths that was circulating around. And a myth was that they created a vaccine. No, we still out here. If you get hit with it, you stuck.
What?
You stuck. So don't get it.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, how do you not get it? You don't know who has it, you know?
Right, sure.
Because it says it takes 2 to 14 days for symptoms to show.
Yeah.
So if I got it and I'm up here in your grill, you know, you got it essentially.
How is that? Is it an airborne virus? What is that? What is
so essentially, yeah. So if I cough on you or sneeze on you, you can potentially get it. I don't think that's a guarantee that you'll get it, but this is like catching a cold.
God.
So people are dying from the coronavirus in many countries. That's not true. I guess it's been just over 1,000 people in China that's died from it, and I believe it's like 4,500 people that caught it. But so everybody's not dying everywhere.
Sure.
But I mean, if you die somewhere from it, you can die anywhere from it.
Right.
So, you know, that was another big myth as well.
Okay.
So, man, you got to be careful, man, because this thing is, I mean, it started in one small little farm or market, food market, and now it's in 28 different countries.
So my thing is that once again, I don't know much about this. It started in Asia. Was that what it is?
In China, yeah.
Oh, in China. Yeah. I'm sorry. So there have been multiple strands of the coronavirus. Right. The one that we're seeing is a more deadly strand.
I guess it's just a new one because they don't know. I mean, researchers, scientists, they don't know much about it. I mean, of course they don't know enough to have a cure for it or even create a vaccine for it. So it's a new strand of it. Apparently, it's been seen in animals. And,
that's what I was gonna say. One of the risk factors that I just learned about just from doing a little research. It says direct or indirect contact with animals, live or dead, animal markets, or products that come from animals, such as improperly cooked meat. So I didn't know that it had anything to do with animals.
Wow.
I know I cook the heck out of my food, man.
Yeah. Well, I've always
extra well done.
I hear you, man. That's where I've always been that way, though.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends that like their stuff. Like I just can't fathom eating anything, and I see the red meat because I just like eating blood.
They say it tastes better. I'm like,
no, how does it taste better?
It feels real carnivore.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like I feel like a cannibal. Yeah. So is it something, because I was seeing a post.
Cannibal. Right? That's what
I had seen a friend of mine sent me a post, and he said, "Dude, read this thing, watch this video before they ban it." And it was supposed to be a video regarding a significant amount of cases that have made it to the United States that apparently we're keeping some of this stuff pretty quiet. Is that anything?
I mean, I know I haven't heard much. Just listening to some. I know I listen to NPR News a lot, and I look up some things. But it's been a couple of colleges where they haven't came out with much information about it. But they were talking about how a particular student from across seas, from I believe China, she's been targeted and all that. But I haven't heard anything other than from NPR News. When I look it up, I haven't found anything.
Right.
So that tells me that a lot of stuff is probably under the wraps.
What do you think, man? What do you think regarding this thing for just the general public? Because you got more insight.
Man, I think one, it let us know how we need to be safe. We need to take precaution, wash our hands thoroughly. If you're sick, stay home. Don't try to be super worker. Don't try to be super employee. If you're sick, don't bring that stuff to work.
Get some rest.
Because I don't want it. Yeah. Especially if you work with me.
Yeah.
That's another risk factor if you have a weakened immune system. So if you are already sick, like us right now. Yeah. How we feeling?
It could really hit us.
Stay home. You know what I mean?
What about children? Has this thing been prevalent?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't heard
any cases about if they had some. They're not putting that out there. But I haven't seen any. All adults.
Wow.
And it's been people that's been traveling. I guess affected the most people that's been traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, scary, man.
It is actually scary, and I know a lot of people are like,
take care of yourself.
Yeah, take care of yourself. That's the best thing we can do. Well, I'll tell you what. What are we looking like? Oh, cool. Well, it looks like we've made our time. And listen, here's the deal. Our goal here at the Weekly Call is to continue to bring you hot entertainment news. The Z is prevalent. The Z is prevalent. The stories. And man, we appreciate you. Adrian, again, man, just coming out and rocking out with us again. You know what it is. Look at Adrian going through his stuff over there. Bamboo signing out like that. It is what it is. So listen, we appreciate you.
Dealing with this coronavirus.
Right. So well, you can't throw your tablet. You can't throw your tablet.
New school, baby.
Listen, throw your shirt in the air.
Throw it up in the air.
Helicopter.
Yeah. But look, check it out, y'all. Check this out. Here's the deal. This is the deal. Wendy, real quick, wants to talk to you about what it is that you need to do, because we want you to subscribe to our channel. We want you to cut on your notifications. So we're going to rip this wall back. We're going to talk to us just for a second, baby.
Yeah. So y'all see it. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Please go like and comment on this video. Subscribe to our channel.
Absolutely. And be sure to join our text message group by texting 818. Texting call to 818-392-8848. Now listen, here's the deal. You're probably saying, but you guys are covering up the number. There's no problem. Right down at the bottom of the screen, it's scrolling. It's saying, please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And it says text call to 818-392-8848. Let's do it again. What? We just rocked that. Do that one more time. Text call to 818-392-8848. Bam! This is what we do. We throw papers in the air. We throw papers in the air when we feel like. Adrian, wait a minute. Hold on. Come on. No. Are we good with this? Can we get this to Adrian?
Run that.
Boom. Oh, wait a minute.
I got some.
Oh, you got some? Wait a minute. 880. Let's put it over there, baby. Put it over there.
Right.
Toss it back.
Coronavirus was
Hey, let it go. Listen. Rip that wall back again. Tell them what to do one more time before we get up out of here.
Like and comment
That's right.
On our video.
Absolutely.
Subscribe to our channel.
Absolutely.
The Weekly Call.
Absolutely.
Join us on our website.
That's right.
www.theweeklycall.com.
and be
Join
sure
our text messaging list
by texting call to
818-392-8848.
Once again, you were sitting there with your boy Griffey Grip. It's the beautiful Miss Wendy Wynn. You know who it is over there. That's Adrian Zano. Iziliki Azano. And you are watching what?
The Weekly Call.
Peace.
I used to come here with my dad to buy the latest pieces of clothing. I fell in love with a few shops that really helped my passion for clothing. It's funny, I didn't plan to be an Adidas collector. The first pair I ever bought was a pair of LA trainers. That was the start of the collection. I have about 6 pairs of handbags. I totally love them. I love the shape, the style of the shoe and the range of colours they come in. I love the fact there's so much variety within them, from the colour of the sole to the material. The style of my collection is a pair I bought my dad before he passed away. I planned the whole day together. I took him to Adidas on Oxford Street in London and reserved him a pair of Adidas Touring for his 60th birthday. He was so surprised. Dad never did the whole trainer thing. He was from a different era. He loved them. I think he was chuffed that I had chosen them for him. For me, Scott's have been a great way to enhance my collection. Their customer service is excellent. They bring out the latest pair and delivery is quick.
I got into music from YouTube tutorials. I didn't think that was a job, it was just something I enjoyed. I realised that the process takes time to become me and translate my personality into my music. Being there to facilitate some of these musicians recrafting their sound is really, really important to me.
When I got here, the vibe was so nice. There's so much more to the inner workings of music.
There aren't that many female producers right now in the industry. Getting access to a studio is difficult, so I hope that the workshop guests stimulate their interest.
When I'm working with the people we worked with today, it teaches me how to recraft some of my sound and my process.
My outlook has changed so much. It was opening my eyes in such a positive way. It's important to keep on working on your craft.
I hope that they've gained like a sense of independence. Carving out your sound is really important, and knowing who you are. You've got your own voice. I hope they leave thinking that.
To another level, y'all nigga trendsetters. Boss man, I develop. Big house with a safe in it. Had to put away the cheddar. Probably couldn't go to Yale, but a y'all nigga still real clever. Forever, yeah.
I'm not afraid to fail. Maybe I'm scared to fly. Finding I feel heights to push you to getting high. Money can buy your love, but it can get you by until they say goodbye. Yeah. I'm so used to waking up to someone new.